Are you in a love situation where you have a big time crush, but you're not sure if he likes you back? Well, what if I told you there was a scientific way to get some insight into what's going on in his pretty little mind? When a guy likes you, he engages in behaviors that are based on biology, physiology, and social factors. I'm Dr. Kimberly, and this video is 8 scientific signs he's crushing on you. Sign number 1 is you see him scratching his face. Now, for those of you who are regular Ask Kimberly subscribers, you already know that when a guy sees something or someone that he likes, a rush of blood goes to his face. This actually has the ability to make his face feel very hot and itchy. So if you happen to see him scratching his face when he's walking by you in the hallway at school, or when he's talking to you, or when he's getting ready to approach you, it might just be because he has a crush on you too. Sign number 2 is that he looks for your reaction first after he tells a joke or a funny story. So if you're standing in a group at school or at an event and he says something that kind of draws the group's attention to him and he waits for their reaction, if he looks at you first, what that means is that the aim of the joke or the story was actually to get your attention. So if you notice him looking at you first before he looks at anyone else in the group, there's a good chance that he likes you back. Sign number 3 is that he matches your walking pace. Now, science has shown that when someone feels in tune or connected to someone else, that naturally they start to assume the rhythm of the other person's walk. So if you're walking together with him, he has the same foot stepping as you in the same rhythm. But this can also apply to situations where you're not walking together. He may actually start to assume your walking pace as you guys are passing each other in the hallway at school. So that's definitely something to stay alert for. And if you notice that he does, there may just be a chance that he is noticing you. Sign number 4 is that you notice his friends teasing him when he's around you or when he's talking to you. You know how as girls, when we like someone, the first thing that we do is we tell all of our friends who we like and why we like them. Well, it may surprise you, but guys actually can do the same thing too. The only difference is guys tend to get heckled a lot more for their crushes. So when you are talking to him, it's really important to notice his friends' reactions. If you notice them smiling at him or winking at him or even giving him a hard time, that's a really good sign that he's previously told them about his crush on you and that they're really excited to have a front row seat to his interactions with you. Sign number 5 is that you see him raise his eyebrows up and down. Anthropologists have called this the eyebrow flash because it happens in the blink of an eye, and it kind of looks like this. So research shows that when a man sees something that he's attracted to, he raises his eyebrows up and down to give himself a better focus of what he's seeing. It's actually kind of like he's shifting gears on a bike. He's going about living his everyday life, being happy, looking around, and then all of a sudden he sees you and whoa. Sign number 6 is that you catch him smiling when he's with you or around you. Now, smiling is a historical part of flirting, so it's usually something that we would do when we flirt with someone intentionally. Smiling is also something that we naturally do when we see someone or something that we like and we find that person enjoyable. So if you catch him naturally smiling at you when he's in your presence or when you're talking to him, that's great, but it's even better if he breaks his current facial expression in order to smile at you. So for example, if he's walking down the hallway at school and he's just kind of looking around and not smiling, but then he sees you and smiles, this is a pretty obvious sign that he likes you. Sign number 7 is that you notice that his legs, feet, or toes are pointed in your direction. We have a tendency to point ourselves, our bodies, in the direction of the person that we like. And this can be either when he's sitting with you, when he's standing with you in a group and talking to you, or even when he's way across the room from you. And I think this one's really understandable because when we have a crush on someone, it's natural to not want to close them off from what we're doing. We always want to remain open to having a conversation with them or being open for them to start up a conversation with us. It's really unnatural for us to close ourselves off from the person that we like. So if you notice that he's closing you off, that's probably not a good sign. But if you notice that he's always including you and always pointing himself toward you, that's a really good sign. Now, the final sign, number 8, is that he touches you. Now, while this might seem obvious, it's actually not always that obvious in certain situations. A lot of times when a guy likes you, he uses teasing as a way to touch you. So even if that means play fighting or pulling your hair or giving you a hard time. And from a biological perspective, touch reflects connectivity. So if he's trying to touch you, it's likely that he feels connected with you and wants to feel even more connected. And there's also a good chance that if he's touching you, even if it is through play fighting, that he is trying to gauge your reaction and possibly even hoping it'll turn into something more. Do you need help in your love situation? Well, leave your questions in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to come and follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Ask Kimberly, for more weekly videos on relationships. Bye, everybody.